Hey everybody, it's Cece here. Just wanted to put together a nice quick arm workout. So you can do this arm sequence with equipment or without. And when I say equipment, I'm also even talking about yoga blocks. So I do have two cork blocks here. The blocks I'm going to use for two reasons. One, I'm going to use for height, just to give me a little bit more space. And you can move into using two blocks and use one of these blocks as a weight. So the cork blocks are going to be heavier than a spongy block, just so you know. And if you don't have blocks, this is a sequence that you can do with no problem if you have no equipment, just by using your body weight. When we get to the floor, you will have an option to also use 2 or 3 pound weights if you wanted to. So you want to make sure you grab all your equipment. If you need to pause and grab your stuff, go right ahead. And that's really it. So anytime I do any arm or holding on the hands or any kind of work like that, I always start with a wrist stretch. So we're going to come into a seated position, knees and feet together, sit your hips to your heels, and place the palms down. So the first thing we're going to do is just rock back and forth. Palms down, really finding that little bit of grip with the hands and really making sure that the whole hand is kind of pressing down. All right, so then from here, we're gonna turn the hands, fingers towards us, wrists are out, and the bends of the elbows are out. Now I move the hands a little bit forward in front of me so the arms are on an angle. This is what it's gonna look like from the side. Right, and all I'm doing is just pressing back. And as I press back, just wanna make sure that the palms aren't lifting. So if you're coming back and you have a lot of lift in the hands, it's too far. We want to go back just enough to feel resistance, so we know we're stretching the wrists, but not overdoing it. Okay. Now from here, we want to go hands in, fingers in, so turn them in. And this one, we are going to press down and up. And you may notice too that you may not be able to get the elbows all the way straight. That's okay. Right? You're only going where you can. And the nice thing about this is, again, we're not counting anything. I'm timing everything. So you just follow my cues, follow my lead. You don't have to count. Now we're going to take it, bring your palms together, your palms toward the outside, top of the hands together. Now you can make a fist and just drop elbows down and up. Again, this one too, this one's going to feel a little bit different. So if you can't get the elbows all the way straight at the top, it's okay. All right, now we're going to bring the palms together, cross the hands and just cross them all the way up to the webbing. Take the hands out, press away, hollow out the front side of the body. And bring it up. Side bend to the right. Come back up to center. Side bend to the left. Back up to center. Bring it down. And now we're just going to do a little open and close. About 10 or 15 times. Always making sure that you stretch your wrists out, let the shoulders kind of start to move a little bit before you do a whole lot of work on your hands. Any kind of handstand work that you're doing, make sure you give the wrists a little bit of a stretch. All right, 3, 2, and 1. So give it a little shake. Shake out the hands, shake out the wrists, shake out the arms. All right, so we're gonna start today in a downward facing dog. So you're gonna come into that downward facing dog and really making sure you spread the fingers apart. Your middle fingers are pointing towards the edge of the mat. Index fingers are pointing forward, looking in towards your belly button. If you have tight hamstrings, you're gonna notice the heels may come up. If they're real tight, you might even have the knees bent a little bit. We're just gonna hold this for a few seconds here. Our first movement that we're going to do is we're gonna rotate into side planks. So we're gonna pull forward into a high plank, and then drop the heels to the left and bring the right arm up. All we're gonna do is rotate. Right hand down, turn the feet, left arm up, and then just keep moving. Again, we're doing each exercise for about a minute. I know it sounds like a long time, but when we get to move nice and slow, really is a good amount of time for us to continually move with a muscle contraction. We're already down to 15 seconds here. Okay, last 5. Keep that movement going. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, so you're gonna come down to wide leg child's pose. Really take the legs out, knees out wide, toes are touching. We're gonna turn these into blast off chaturanga push-ups. So you're gonna press up, chaturanga push-up, take it back. Keep the elbows in and keep the arms really close to the sides of your body. Again, just concentrate, slow movements, not a lot. More than halfway there already. Keep the breath moving. $15 more seconds. 5. Good. 3, 2, last one. And come up. Great job. Okay, so next movement are high plank shoulder taps. One arm at a time. So I have a towel here only because my hands get a little sweaty and I start to slide. So if you need to pause, grab a towel, go for it. Just tapping the shoulder. You're gonna have a little bit of movement in the body because you have to shift the weight. That's okay. Keep that belly in. Halfway. More than halfway. $15 seconds. Five more seconds. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Wide leg child's pose. Take a moment here. Next movement is a dolphin push-up. So you're gonna come into your downward facing dog. And you're gonna drop the elbows down and come up. Now don't let the elbows touch. You just want them to hover. Another reason why I have the towel, for these especially, is because my hands get sweaty. And then I'm sliding all over the mat. More than halfway there. Good job, everybody. Belly pull it in. Really nice control. Last 10 seconds here. You got it, you got it. Three, 2, 1. Okay, drop it down. So from here, high plank, arm raises. one at a time, okay? So come into your high plank from downward facing dog, come into your high plank, push that floor away, and let's begin. Keep your eye gaze down. You don't want to pull the neck forward, the chin forward. It's a lot of pressure on the neck. So really concentrating, keeping that tailbone and neck straight. One line, tailbone to neck, so it's a straight spine. Again, pull that belly in. Keep going. My arms are on fire. I hope yours are too. That's the point. 10 more seconds. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. All right, come back into your wide leg child's pose. And from here, we're gonna move into a forearm plank. So you can make a fist, come into a forearm plank, and all we're gonna do is step out. Right, left, right, left. Again, keep your eye gaze down, push away from the floor with your forearms and your elbows, really pressing down. Shoulders are on fire. Belly is in, getting a little ab workout in here. More than halfway. Keep going. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Good job, good job. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Come back into a nice wide leg child's pose. Let your head drop down. Really stretch out those arms. Okay, so now is where we move into tabletop. So you have some options here. If you need to pause and grab your blocks and get them in front of you, go for it. So the blocks are going to be here. I'm actually only going to use one block for today. My left hand is going to go on the block, and my right hand is going to hold a dumbbell. So because we're doing all of the work one arm at a time, I use lightweight. This dumbbell is only 2 pounds. But you can go as high or as low or no weight at all, whatever works for you. So the left hand is going to come down and bring the body into a nice tabletop. And we're going to start with a row. So it's just a pull up, and that's it. So this first row, you want to hold on to the weight and have your palm facing in towards the body. So just hold here, you're going to press down, and this block is just giving me a little bit more height. And let's go. So pull, let it go down, and pull. And it doesn't matter if you're using lightweight or heavyweight, you want to be in control of each part of the movement. So letting the weight come down is slow, just as slow as the pull up and the contraction. Halfway. Keep going. Even that left arm, you should feel it in the shoulder right now. From pushing away and giving you that extra height here. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Second movement, still going to be a row, but we're going to take the palm and bring it towards the back wall. Okay, so come back in. And now you're just going to pull it up this way. The elbow is going to go out to the side instead of coming straight back. Just working a different part of the deltoid and the lat when you change the hand position. Really nice and slow, controlled movement. Like I said, that left arm, keep pushing away. I know it's on fire, I know it's on fire. And just pulling up. Last 10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it back. Shake out that left arm. I know I need to. Okay, so this next movement is going to be a fly. So the palm is in, and you're just going to take it out and away. Keep that elbow bent a little bit. Don't need to have a straight arm. You just want to pull it out. Out and away. Out and away. Okay, halfway. Keep going. I know you're feeling that right arm now. It's already over 2 minutes on one arm. Last 15 seconds. You got it. Keep moving. Keep moving. 5, 2, and 1. All right, shake out that left arm again. Last movement here is a tricep kickback, and then we move on to the left arm. All right, so you're gonna bring it up here, right? Keep the arm in very close to the body. Don't let the arm go up too high. Keep it right in line with your back, and you're just taking it out and in. This one too, really, really aware of the out and the in. You don't want to let it just fling out and pull it in. You want to really press in both directions. You know, that control both ways, it works the muscle and strengthens it in both directions. So it's really efficient when we are aware of the extension, right? And then the pull back. All right, last one and done. Okay, we're gonna turn it to the other side. I'm gonna turn just so you can see the movements that are open, and we go and we start with our row. Okay, so we're just gonna pull up and go. First row, remember the palm is facing in towards us. Keep pressing away with that right hand. All right, we're halfway. So for this row, the elbow is going straight up towards the ceiling. And then when we turn this one for the second exercise here, elbow goes out just a hair. Last 10 seconds here. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out that right arm if you need it. And again, this is just as simple to do with pulling up. As long as you're holding tension. Okay, let's come into palm facing out and we row it up. As long as you're keeping tension and contraction In the arm, you don't need necessarily a weight. A lot of the work, I do to help me in my yoga practice, I didn't use weights for a long time because I really just needed to get used to holding up my own body weight, which, was difficult in itself. More than halfway. All right, now we're at 10 seconds. Hold on to it. You got it. And 3, 2, 1. All right, shake out that right arm. And then as, my yoga practice not only evolved, but as I wanted to just start doing different things, I had to start upping my weight a little bit. And that's when I started adding weight to my normal homework, as we would say. Okay, so now we're gonna take this into a fly. And you're just gonna bring it out and down. A little bit of bend in the elbow the whole time. And this movement here of the fly ends up working the back of your deltoid, and it works the chest. That's why it's so important to have control in both directions. Last 15 seconds. You are at the home stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Shake out that right arm. Now the last one is the tricep kickback, and we stretch the arms and you are done. All right, get your position. Bring that arm up and then just kick it back. That's it. Total control of each movement. Keep that head looking down. Eye gazes to the floor, right past that right thumb. Keeping that spine nice and long from tailbone to neck. Halfway. Keep it going. You don't need a lot of weight either to really tone up the arms. It doesn't require a lot of weight. Repetitions are good, but it doesn't have to be heavy. Last 5 seconds here. Keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights. Move that block out of the way. Come into a nice seated position. And let's bring that right arm in front of you. Give it a nice stretch. Bring that left arm in front of you. All right, take the hands out, bring them up. And again, maybe stretch to the side, the right side. Bring it up and stretch to the left. Now, you don't have to change your seated position, but if you wanted to move into cow face, Gomukhasana, you could for this next stretch. So bring the right arm up and over. And then you want to take the left hand behind you, and even if you have a towel, you might want to hold on to a towel, or if you can reach, you can bind and grab the hands. Now you can just stay up like this, but keep your chest lifted. And for some of you, this already could be a lot. And then for others, if you have the availability or have the flexibility, some of you may be okay with just taking it forward. If you take it forward, keep your chin up, but think spine straight and long. And just hold here for a moment or two. And then bring it back up. And then switch the arms and the legs. Bring the left arm up and over. See if you can go for that grip in the back. Again, chest up. And you might notice one side might be way more forgiving than the other. And that's okay. You have to, we say you have a good and a better, right? You have to love that good side just a little bit more and get it to catch up. So if you are going to go forward, keep the chin up. Let your eye gaze go out in front of you just a little bit. Hold still here for a moment or two. Good. Come back up. Come to your seated position. Right, come back up one more time. Go to the right. Come back up. Go to the left. And I always like to end with a spine twist anyway. So bring the left hand onto the right knee. Bring the right arm behind you. Really press that right arm into the floor. And then turn and look over your right shoulder. Good, come back around. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Bring that left hand behind you. Press up. And then turn and look over left shoulder. And change, turn around. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And just know you have so many options and so many places to go with this workout. You can add weight, you can add equipment, you can even add bands to this, those resistance bands. You have a lot of options. You can pair this up with the leg and booty workout, and then you have upper body and lower body. Have fun with it. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, self-care is your divine responsibility. Please subscribe below. Thank you so much, everybody.